ura kelofata tuma anyam na edi matum ba se wakwasia no se ye di obi no ne yen ye no ho asem ene ye kase enti se aban no abuse state power aban no abuse state power na se wo ye niema enya sorry kabi se fa wo se mfa wo sorry kabi because omu succeed in some best animal or better perpetuating all those illegalities or abuse of state power. I don't think be. And Rameko Parliament na minority leader obusa question be efa akotia MP. Akotia bi ko friend say krabo eyi. NS Yakumi obusa intire minister say circumstances surrounding his supposed the attempted arrest of sitting member of parliament e wale constituency no omunfa hu ncheche mumra enra parliament obusa question no ene na ni abrese so obusa sa question no eye ya na minister say they were served the national security in Eastern region they were served the warrant and so as a arm of government there when you are mandated to do this right away you have to go and implement it and I said no problem one institution there quite any problem but when a man womo warrant no if when the man womo you know back and forth say it was a court and on my press conference be unfortunately me ni actually so be the actually obetama asend me WhatsApp business test message now my update say and na sembe no mokafa NS Yakumi eche no ho moka say e call police e call a free court and that's how they call you MPP for penny for enye ready say NDC for e bechichi bogun munye ready MPP dibia enye ready say we still worship baby a ye ma say ye adwuma wo ho no obetwo ho report say my handing over at the choir there a very very comprehensive elaborate one but wa summarize it wuntimi so nya kojo ponkro am wo ho fatim wo ho no ma opa afre wo mo say me patcho me reporter be de call ye ni but summarize no e bia 2 pages na fatu ho e da ya be che wo no wa release e da ma wo bi ne yatima kama sema ma enya afa na ya chi wakosemu no ena adwoa wo nhwe edayi ne wo na chi wo say document me de shada bi prepare to ho MPP ni bia wa yama na na adoma wadwuma ye bia no prepare wo ho to say any day anytime and this for me to match dam ya bechiw it prepare wo ho eto ho esebi koso MPP says I think maybe by the end of the month now Professor Michael Queen committee no na dwala bawiye ensem bi kokoso e wa bonten minim said the community start ye but edipa bi epese obugu committee no krompo animase ansa na committee report mpo aba bonten yentu ebo kakra edipa person group committee no ehu fin ansa na committee report no aba bonten na wutietie mu na nkofo kasa eye very very pathetic committee members no ya ye bo mudin sabi producer akwara bia anim obia ayida dwuma e wo ba bia wo say academia mu no wo a a solid person so legal ayimusu practices so a solid person obabi obi in adwuma kama omunya pushovers emma obi emeka chomo say obukwa ko skill report no to favor anybody menya sure sabi producer have appeared before the committee as a media person say report the bar meka ibi ehun de ombetro say media for ye call ye no asembe ne ye kan ye be hu no ombetro de ye kan nyina me kai ena nya me kwa na me call ye so they can skew it et mesre MPP ni bia say munya confidence e wo committee num Of course, you may have your reservations. Ebia, Professor Michael Kwe, ebia, Nifielu Kwen and Nimudo. It's not much to say Bianca, this a Kemano, a Dano, one Muso, the constituency, Wolusulu, and not the back contest, it also a person of interest. Intino, it is a Korea Maneko. You can say all these things, but I will say, chairman of the committee, no, the authority that power committee no so no eti saying eti mesre udo wo bibia tro lefa ko wo tro ko na so ban ka ho asema you have every right say me sure ade be the ko say me giri say but don't also forget to say enya asem bia obeka bia e committee na nim enya memo bia be try komo mu bia na it will find expression in the report and also the e was so timi ete wo ase sa na etie ye ko yen ya bo bodin bi ebia committee kwa be say ebia report omo fa din ma ometima kasa does it mean ya nkoka na yakoka etia no de mesre enkomo bi so eko krom kakra 7:30 na boy yebeko sisi ya enkomo bi so eko krom rounds na haye kwan ho but still meka enkofo bia tiesi abonten ese omu show gratitude to Nana Akufo-Addo say or no emma appointment. What them eka krabe body ni mema mienu. I na abani beye government of family and friends. Ya nuti le say owie was I me kwaka say yep fe say owra kenu frata kra efre adwuma nto holomo no eka ho na ya omo target me e ma me lusuye enya no kre omo amoka sasem no munyai na wa wo lusu primaries bia na obere dada wa wulusu primaries bia no mese na bede na wo beri dada na MPP fo amukọ eka say yenyi ewura kenufrata ene me support mo wo ma mka asem no me support that time na me da so support mo na mo ya ba 90 edipa do say no mulusu mu seat mo na mo ya mo say adibo ho no ma mo fa common sense so nto ho kakra say edipa 90 no ya muka si enyi owura kenufurata no edi mumudu do sei ana mulusu mu seat mumu sai mumye kase okay independent no o hwebo ebu be 40 bidie na listen ko mulusu mu seat ana mulusu mu seat no mu amulusu mu seat no we all knew the signs were on the wall that say mu belusu seat no and no crash be mu say belusu seat no na mo dia kwese obi ena ba obi ena me support no bo kene Japan ti ena milusu bi sit enya no kre tema enipa ba ko no holomo o no support no bo kene Japan den me ba so we ni seat o we ni seat me modin but o tema o support no bo kene Japan den o we ni seat. Eti wo support to Japan. Nessa wo went to adwuma ye no lusu a. How do you turn around to say wo support wo ro Japan? Na ro Japan. Onya MPP ni. When the case support na e wo say wo lusu seat. Ba ko ti hodomo. See you know almost said that and omo de man me say me nkora me nko sofa. Hey! How ungrateful can you be? Kuma say na America. How ungrateful can you be? Say what the MP 4 years, what lose primaries, betre fie, and Nana Akufo-Addo as president. Say, oh, my main for MC sa appointee was MC. Eja baby ana wokura mpo nobody even knew say sa era ho free ho. Okoti MC 4 years awie na now dam radio so kasa say ye de me call say minko lose krampo na they thought say e ho ne kwa mo de me ko no e ka minya approval no na ko bonya kwa agumani mase ei aden bole be na pala ya mo hwe na munya sa asem ne ka na ayidie e koso menya ne ntie se sex offender Professor Jampu enya kwan ayi womo omone ne ye adwuma no se ne nse onya appointment manya ne tie se wayi nipa be 30 edi ya ebi nya adwuma 2017 18 19 be 30 wayi omadi Ghana for me enya careful esam na ekoso no ha adwen mummy enya careful anya sa dia wan hwe misroma o my Ghana say Dr. Mahmoud Ba me aso be president in 2029 dia and ebeye pa because obia ni one one so NDC ni a MP for better am so so ntina abem now the more ye die civil service so magu no etimunya careful but obia nka ho hwe CS so that obia twen and up the post asofo ayedin obia yedin now they are no longer neutrals in the country obia yedin because obia twen the post but menye so say person build democracy enye say ene build no ene ye bedin komo meni nipa mensa ene etna se emenu akwaku ose kranche asie du dodo na afa ne koka ene oka me ho ena Chris Atta ono so former PC for Aguna West ene ono so eka me ho ena Kafui Amega akra so abekan ho na yedin komo ewafo yamobi akwaba boko de na SMS ntimu nka yi o
nyameti ase
ko kamen kasa mi nti sebeto nka yi oh ye
nyameti ase
correct I feel them and a crisis part of me was so
nyameti ase
correct I feel edemu pepe na na main issues no true budget na akoso no na yakọ galamse ho asem die NDC forecast say political world no holo man na watch ubetetu galamse ase afiwi ase Sam George Ekan
come no mude kasa
yi so ba abakofi bua omuso mo di AI e de be fight galamse na minim kwa komo di AI be galamse ni di e be fight galamse and then the first minister ya no mo see declare state of emergency just here for mining soldier for nsalo was say what the people di pagana for chill Ghana for mfa yani entu nyame na yemfa yani entu my Ghana ni nya galamse yi then the question is say etianura chiano mu se Ghana for beti dia no ani atu nyame anim e de ani atu my Ghana ama Ghana so ka say oh ade ready ya ye boni tie ye bi mana ene monetary state of emergency no etiano se be di eho enkomo and of course Professor Jampu and his acolytes omo yiyi Ghana for edi ewadwum no yelo se bedi ehon kobo Chris minima bia wo de ebe start if BOG governor e no so de national security for akọ difie akọ difie pansam no
all right the kind of meda wase na me chiatiefu ina so embri yankopona amanya hozen ma yebetna ha yebeka asama abeboa omanyin mpuntu na boa ma Ghana atse asama orokodo wo abanyim titru ne abanya Ghana fo ato abaman foforo nyama oriye michia Aguna West fo nyina mpanyimfo nyina michia wo nyina party fo mpanyimfo nyina
amojodo
minia awiabre anyimbiri asama ade sha ase ye internal party issues kaka nkro orokodo
yeah
for some reason. And this is my candid advice and opinion.
Okay.
Ebeya umayincha internal party issue discussions on air. Umayincha do.
Ebeyi.
Muma yemfensi bebi aye dubiara.
Ujiri se beyi.
If we say although ye minia sabe nya nankotin na yeba show eso frau. Yakwa abato. Bakara jama MPP ana party being co-position da ya ba ben me da ya co-position da nti nya zo da obru ya ho do na ayeda jema everything must lose mama ye ntwado da obiaro ko radio station to radio station ne da ye tie onabo adwo asafo ewo Asampa FM ne nsam ne bi o kana no yezem and a pencil wabatana and some more can be none reason.
And a penowa.
Yes, and Mama Yamfa, you see, sometimes you have to give a sway of reason with passion. You don't give passion as if as a penanye ya bibia or say. And some maybe okay kind of crane moment and can channel on slow down and a pain emotional. In fact, they were catching there. Reverend Joyce Aye.
Yeah.
Africa catching there on slow down. See, when you are ascending and somebody or doing what you catch out there, slow down. Patch the new chasano immediate nature day. Achia. It is some of the words, some of the things are your kind of your ha in papa. Committee Nasa American Day. Either Jama committee, you know, or foresight information about what is coming. And that I don't know more church Rebugu Baumia Hufi, which I can confidently say it is a lie. Committee member to the American when you're afraid.
Oh, David.
You may have problem with Professor Kwe. What about the rest?
If I made a problem with Nipa Mino, Professor Kwe and then the first secretary to the committee.
You may have your problem.
Maybe say me paro
and
but me did say and I'm so one year
party
administrator
into involved.
Because
but when you go there
everybody general secretary din everybody chairman din but people think say I was so
as a parliamentary candidate me so me corporate me so me share in fact committee about my constituency I didn't like the way I conduct no
okay
but imagine say NNT member radio Dana TV do no man lambast one member national I can see that the posture is different omutiu obia kanasem obia you know ended me all former MPs work prayer we now back committee name
okay
they were all there many called who says Serandi we now obia ba kanasem so can you imagine say me committee nipa baako ochama do ken we see Professor Akuyakun
okay
and do you think you can sit before Akuyakun and lie or say anything bad no I should win him sir
and I say we may report
say fafa
and
sure say
and Dr. Dabo
this is not ntsre one mama adjubrembra fffanto chairman why adwuma wa Ashanti region
chairman I think so
what this is 3 times said there into why didn't you so interest ama ubotumi aka samwa wadan ni tibwa na wachonse mo amfa time wa party no nti esre and the whole issue is not about Domiko Abenya the whole issue is about Ghana nti esre mama kase ni bi nkofem
okay
ya na sa nsem bi wo ha wo keka ko akira aba ha adwen wo kan bibi say nkrofo bi spew some propaganda bi say jama parliament ho na asem bi si ho no money a wo kwan eti akane ofuarata ne na adu nyina amanfo bi bo pose gentu omo na ene na amama ye se be tu omo na ye tu omo na it is not true
enye true
me gina hey
enye true
me contest say as young man from tech na ma ye adwuma MPP mu na ma ye adwuma na afutu bi ntie de me come constituency say me nkoboa me constituency na me come constituency ma ka ye adwuma na amanfo ni age me ho enimpa no a woye woto abama ono abosintam asemri bi atwemu ko no sankrofo na ekoto aba sankrofo na do ba ye sankrofo eso na to aba sesan wonsa omonsa na sabi obi amfiri hwanka wo ba ye na ye party na ese jama obi ntumpon wo mu te wo ya abofra no bo tumpani bi a me nsua nyansa mentu anamo membre de wo ho na sa wo so nko wanim nti sare ko wayi ma na kire beji obi na ze kungwa nti akungwa ban no ina abaye trimuka na yakeka nsamo a mesre mumie ntwa so na yemfa ye ni nkire baabi a oman na esiko no menua budget ho asem eni nti
e ka mame ma ikoka ntiwe ni bi fo bi aso be ka
koka amen kan ka sai
I mean party asem
mumie kan ketu bi na
I think say Ebia Monshwe, but I feel say Obi or Obi can hear more Monkasa before the report comes out. Report in the baby bia. I say Osono Ojina home because there is a commission here, Juma. And I commission, and ama even the executive I calm.
Yes.
Because there is no direction. The direction will come after the reports, then recommendations, then actions and disciplines. Ebeba. Inti so bi ya wo bi wo mu a ye man nka ba what I will say ni say kai hu is MPP ye mfa bone nche MPP I referee ni ho inti wo ka as much as eye wo nokre no ye miensa wo nokre na nkasa ene oni pakọ na oni nenya no inti wo ka hwe ni ye
Yes.
media meka no wo to nyampia te se ne ye ka say mo amokọ aban mu ana mo fo say 8 years na ye mo dia na mo di ni de no mon starting trauma transcripts mon family lawyers mon yes summary any sa normal the offer so pay safety who offer so when you fit no starting who doctor non diagnose you because kono the obeko what you see bampacho what is say atu force and I employ in Crawford
ye beba ho I said you no crack ho and me former colleague Ramona
about what Ramon so rough road no.
Oh, what the beba ho no.
And IGP. So see oba so obey adwuma.
Yeah, obey adwuma.
The first tax. Me challenges any be chair so IGP I know IGP. Elections results na aka no.
And there's what deba.
Any new
so provide security
security forces bosses na dey aba no. Lower ranks na yede omo ko ba bi omo dru no omo nure no. Okay. Some crofo no say omo see they are better than their bosses. Elections na ka one resource they should provide the men no more easy no declare.
Right call. Anwumre ya awie na any ba say we make changes police hierarchy no. Many age ho. But see ya me be ya mameti wa ye de call research see ya o masa adina fi all say onko omo de call interior ministry and within a day no when it's interesting times ahead. All right, Chris after
call ministry there just some ya
of course Siberia I don't know of course Siberia police for the castle because Siberia omotiase
anyway
yeah call Chris
let's see
yes
you wedding can kasa about budget no
okay na ka so dia boss starting with galamse but yam
oh that be budget no imagine try me there that is the whole thing bogan na ho ban or maybe a budget meaning a budget ne botai na yi there the person me hu be a migina say ni ame wo na fi mi digina so ehwehwe say me pe ade wo yi na me kire mu say den na menye ama me nsaka dia me hwehwe no enti aban bia ba oye budget from 2015 2016 budget ya NDC aban edijai Ghana at a whole and from 2017 to 2024 budget ahodoa MPP aban so beye enso eno so da ho enti me pese ye fa no kakra ye small comparison
okay fine
na ye hwe oman bebia na ye ko na bebia ye du 2016 budget ya owura setekpe no ye minister for NDC ye the tutu ho ebo Ghana ho bra no ne be wie nie and I'm just quoting from that budget word by word paragraph 88 budget statement. The international reserve as of December 2016 indicate that the gross foreign assets of the end of December was estimated at $6.16 million from the $5.887 million as at the end of 2015. So on the basis, the opportunity was 2015. Then your obenya yes 2016. So we can kind of or say the budget ya obu nkunta ina wie no ena sika ewo ho ewo oman ni mu ayefre no international reserve any domestic reserve ye kekani na abom say asem bisi wiase na say Ghana yankoto bi mu a de ade bobo ye ho bra also this amount was what 6.16 and he said this is sufficient to provide a cover of 3.5 months import of goods and services. The gross international reserve also increased by $459.1 million, and this is sufficient to provide for 2.8 months of import cover, compared with 2.6 at the end of 2015. So at the end of 2016, Omen Yesika Ntutuye no bibia or say yakikabo mu a se BBC wiase se yankotom yantumi nto bibia ebetumi ahwen afe mienu ene fa 2.6 month saa na esika na budget ni hyehyɛ ne botai na ne sɛ enti saa sika yi aye wei ya de toto enema ayewo ene kai aye dia ekosi sɛ ene efe no GDP growth compare with your debt.
Yes.
Enti eka wo de na wo de atoto enema awo ho. Ye keka sa ansam no a se NDC fu no ekotia wa wo so ta we enka hwe just figures. Figures ya kire se wo kita teku ni dama e be hwe wo na miensa. Obi su kita se sika e be hwe ye na nson.
Yeah.
Wo se enya hwe. Enti 2017 eba yebubu aban wie no 2025 budget statement from Atoforsen. I just want to read. Na yansha ensamo a ocho budget ni mu na ensamo a okan wa bonten whether say ye pay na say ye pay. He said the external sector development and internal reserve indicate that the external sector position improved significantly in 2024. Look at his own words. He said the cover in from 2024 no it improved significantly. That is his word. It improved and he said what you say significantly in 2024 on account of an increased trade surplus, strong remittance inflows, and lower capital outflows. Sir, yenya sikasama hodin from 2024 no ekosoro. These are his own words. Enti nhyehyaya ekufu ado ne ba omi aban de ba ye no ye omubo oban na ewie no at the end of 2024 no oman according to Atoforsen's own words, according to the budget, aman na hodin no etumpon ko soro mpoti nia yesusu ye de ye hwehwe ye enti se ye bo nhu na aka wia ye wosika eda ho a ebetumi ahwanye bosome anan a yenko sra obabia compared to 2016 a na ye bosomu mienu ene fa enti oman no this is how it was.
Yes.
And this is how it is now from 2 months to 4 months sika na ewo ho no aban papa boso mu no sa no di tumpon koye na ameka se minchiro from 2012 to 2016 omampani mahama ba jefi owura masin sebe no na import cover sikasamo to ina no na 3.6 Muhammad ebeso mu no ote so ba fem ekufu adobo so mu no o ma so kosoro ebe ne yeye. So everything shows say budget no expose the NDC propaganda to say that say Omaino Ekufado the economy was criminally managed. Economy ya managing criminally. To me I provide the 4 months import cover. One who managing holier than thou religiously with the man 2.6 months. There's no way any rational being will understand us. And until one year you know. What the nyama to apum say na maye na parliament exposing NDC for no me hu say priority ade a hia ne nyama ya fata o chese ne hyehyeye no o say o de 78 million Ghana cedis. Ekoye research presidency. Afi aketua yedi tua edwumayefo ka presidency nkwa move from 300 million Ghana cedis to 2.7 billion. That is 720% increment. Meanwhile, what to edwumayefo mu 10%. So what to edwumayefo mu 10%. Now what to ankasa waketua mu 720%.
Yes.
Where is your priority? So clearly shows there abanya oni Ghana fo ho do o ba bia
enti ya kweti se wala me fa ne sofo a oton ade o koto na ade a ke 200 cedis no o da je 1000 asuma si so te hodo obi adum se be die wonya papa boni ekobia se nyina wo yebi o kwalo na ma 200 cedis pepepe.
Yes,
it was no any day was so
sofo no why na ya papa
papa
wa wo say Ekufa do aban ti mo den wasesa nkrofo bebre kogu Jubilee House ina job for the boys ni na Ghana for bomb ho ka 300 million wo de awodwene Ghana for ho nti wo de wo bae no wo se wo de nkrofo kuma bi in fact of so kwat to make a general say o me nipa 4 nipa 4 ena wa fa boys kakra kan ho amobo aban adwumedie ho ye fa ne say dewro BBF if baby capex, yes. Capital expenditure normally allocating much of that quantity of money at the ministries into mobile talker mobile near market CBMC office may say in capital expenditure. Jubilee House capital expenditure ben research alone 50 million. Capital expenditure to presidency is almost 300 million. Sasa Kenya akukebo mu a sochi Ministry of Information, Ministry of Chieftaincy,
yes.
Ministry of Agric. All the ministries are kufado. Your idea you mean no or musika ukebo mu a and do their yedeko presidency for only research and communication department alone. So clearly shows there yedisika ko gu se fie ho. Ena ye ba chicha ma ye ho enye adwuma bi ne ye pese ye de bo Ghana for because ade aba ma Ghana impuntu abani enye adwuma ye no wan fasika anhye ho owura ye nua ba abana say ne presentation in Parliament indicate here and when you read the budget clearly shows sika what they call gender ministry so mo fa child trafficking and social protection 400 million Ghana cedis.
Gender ministry
yes. Say 400 million. 400
million.
Yes, 400.
Okay.
400,000.
400,000.
Yeah, 400,000. 400,000.
For child trafficking.
For child trafficking and social protection.
Oh, no.
Only the you see, local ministry where you allocate projects. Projects are hold on or watch no. Sika ye de ko ho. Or de akaye child trafficking. And child trafficking. Uko Oti region. Uko Dambai nsuo no so a ehɔ na yɛde nkwala kɔpa nti Ekufa ado aban etwa sika kɛse a yɛde be di ma levy for navy yɛde ma volunteers yɛde ma nkrɔfo a etumi ɛkɔ punachi aka prevent saa de nyinaa ɛde oba mahama aban yɛ ɔsɔ ɔdwen Ghana for ho no wate sika no so from 200 million Ghana cedis to just 400,000. Compare to obi also ordering Ghana ho no adwuma ade a odebe ma adwuma ba Ghana ade a aban bi oye so be so eye ankorankora adwuma na ankorankora adwuma no afa adwumayefo bebre o ka bibi wo tax nintu otuaye utua tax a embremu no utan efale bibi efa na tax returns so utuaye afini so ye no hwe na wetua ma na bro nti aban no wo eyamra o ya hyehye se obeye 6% of sika waje ni nyina wade ato ho nti so obi de sa ne receipt ba ne ye calculation hu se abro so a ne ye kosa 6% ne mu ne ye tuo nipa ne sika ide ye de ama no na akohye oyimpa na dwuma ye no mu e kana atumpon wo na dwuma no mu na dwuma no mu ide atre wo se sa 6% no what is so about 4% na sa 4% no ye mo say ma because we benya surplus amount of 2%. Who did become a buying sika home? When Nancy and say, Sikana, Yajini, I had the other. Your mind sika dada. Now buying no and who say, Sa tax returns no, or say you did to her. I'm obey the buy young core consolidated fund. And Kojisika and Fico consolidated and sign your trace and Panica. Now you said you will now bring it to 4%. So now, Saminia Coca. And then mania uwe juma uwe company wa fan crofo by 20 or muye juma na afeso ye no when we say what your tax man abro so nti asa woje na obekọ sa 4% na bind to one say sika na sa otwa sa bind we shed next year and therefore your ability to produce and also to recruit more people no will be affected e ba na sa na so uye ebia samina na woje ebia Samana baako woton 2 cedi a etwa sasa sika no aban farmer no wo pọ kwan bi so de to so
yeah
ene ne aye bibia efe no inflation increment bon say
affect your
projection bon say niama asase say ehurukuri etum koso what is ade yi smart economy a smart policy a smart strategical why ya we dey be save Ghana the last one economy nua be me here the omokano cap I say ya
on cap
capo bibi e friend no get fund any health insurance and that is savings now you dedicated funds for free education which is palpable lie and there's nowhere obibia we sua or many no want to 2 years ka school sam no to ye no obeji atomu minia get fund no enhyehyɛ a ɛwɔ ho frititete Lawrence Abreso ne sɛ yɛngyeje ɛtoɔ mfifi Ghana for ho ento nkyɛn ne mfrɛ no Ghana Education Trust Fund and that money is for what you call physical infrastructure for Ghana education physical project yesi dan yesi school dan enti wokɔ bia mikro mitse so aduro secondary school a yɛde free education ba yɛ no nkɔra adɔso nti so aduro secondary school asase bebree enti yentremu ya de sasika na ewo get fan no na de kotremu uko mikro mo tenkran school dan ya ho abu ya de get fan sika na de ko enti uko nkra bia sabo se a kire ho get fan project get that money is by law it is for capital expenditure physical projects yemfa nje service yemfa nje commodity yemfa nto ebro yemfa nto squatare yemfa nto mbek yemfa nto sardine by law yes so abane de mbra bi ba say sika no aye get fan no ye totia ye wonyama bi o ho a enye directly about education now so ekeka ko wie education ebeti say health insurance fund health insurance no sika na de health insurance for omumfe kotua wo ma akọ hospital now so ye wonyama bi a yesisi wo hospitals ahodo a sa wo de wo card no kọ nessa sa de ni hospital ho a wo de wo card no be kọ de what your health insurance de now so provision nyama bi wo hospital ho a eni ho e bi scan eni ho enti ye kape ye tise scan bi a 20% from the 100% na de atoto sa health insurance health sector issue nti boko hospital bi wo ho a na bi a scan machine eso no health insurance fund ene ye de toye. And it's about waba. What say you are uncapping it? Meaning, what is SK na health insurance? What's a savings?
Savings.
How is that savings? Because I health insurance that.
Yes.
And I buy no necessary na dream who say or by hard no there to turn near maybe a hospital. Now when you do this, now one capia, it means and ya maybe one can you hospital no wunya. Into what the health insurance card in the hospital. Now so near say quiet lab or yes machine I say. Yes say could trust can or yes machine in ho. Quiet say yes say in ho. Yes tissue in ho. Yes we say in ho. Uko Ghana education sadian ne ho. So uba now say get fund. One cap into this guy now with the nano na dedicated amount for school free education. It's a lie because the law even doesn't allow you to use it to buy chalks, to buy diane ene antaria yedemen kwala. Inti bisa say ekofado aban. Oyeden yasika ede share free education one bra. One ka fa say sika na yedi infrastructure project.
Ena wan su sika no so ho da.
Wan su ho so sa ade no obede ne wenya. Esun bi koso wo energy ministry energy ministry minister na ho no otumi tena da mu dwuna bi sase oba ministry ha besin de onya hu ba bi okwanya kufa do eni ba omia ban etumi keep light no esi so 8 years a yankodum som as you speak
omonso nwini bi
no mbadwa me hu ukote se tikase wi adwa obehu se enyemre.
All right,
entibinia me can say say clearly shows that NDC for no and ada ntro no wo hu kotoku mfa kuruwa nhyem enti so man betum pon akona nimu a de ye hu ayi enough to show to Ghanaians yani aye bob po ye nkoto aba ye bejai no and na yati hu sesei
all right, there was a 40 Cresata where your former parliamentary candidate ma Aguna West Aguna West ho na wona ma men kan news we say na obia enya details de kakra me kan free Asase Radio was say Jakpa raids home of ex-BOG governor Dr. Addison with 20 armed men. Armed men numbering about 20 led by Richard Jakpa, Director of Special Operations at the National Security Secretariat, have raided the private residence of the former governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, turning it upside down. The raid, which took place on Wednesday, 19th March 2025 in the morning, occurred at the Roman Ridge property in Accra. Dr. Addison was at home when the heavily armed men, some in balaclavas, wielding AK-47 semi-automatic rifles, showed up to conduct a search. Asase News has gathered that the team from National Security, when they first arrived, immediately disabled the CCTV system at the property. They then demanded that Dr. Addison lead them to the votes, in quotation marks, votes, baby, that they boss that they kakrakano. Or see, they demanded that Dr. Addison lead them to the votes in the house. Our source says the former governor, in shock, told them calmly that he had no votes or any such cachet of cash at home. This did not, however, deter the security personnel whom, according to eyewitnesses, went ahead to allegedly ransack the house. No votes were found and no large amounts of cash were also found, according to Asase News sources. After their search yielded no results, they decided to take the CCTV monitor and control unit with them. You see, Dr. Addison, his wife, and their entire family are said to be traumatized after the raid. A close associate of the Addison family told Asase News. A former retired senior official of the Central Bank, when contacted about the raid, had this to say: "This is the first time in the history of Ghana that such a thing is happening to a former governor of the Bank of Ghana. This is both scary and messy. This is at least the second time Mr. Jakpa has led a group of armed men to raid the homes of high-profile former appointees of the Asare-Bediako government, Kedufrata Dieno and Nauke Kanyati." We, Asase Radio, confirming what I said about 40 minutes ago.
Unim say, President Mama, 2028, you're not coming back. But me, I'm telling these people that when they lose 2028, now Uda Abanye Jumenu Biana, the best place to go and leave your reports, your handing over, will be the police station. Because we are watching, we are not judging, we are not handicaps, we respect the law. But when push comes to shove, we are men. Who is Jakpa? Jakpa boy a car. Ambulance starts to see way. I told you the last time, when corruption employs corruption, there is free for all. The master of corruption has taken over his incompetent life. Dear cousin, where are you?
Season CCTV camera with the intention to hide and to prevent public to know what you are going to do. No, what just now? This is definition of robbery. This is armed robbery. No,
No, but when is one?
Sapre no.
You see, when
no mukita court warrant be. Ana national security invite Ora Addison and a one call. Ana is under any investigation of which he is not aware. And this is the rule of law which Muhammad is preaching about. Wow.
You see, I said when Tina Mekan Elia say Okoto said the ye will be ya.
Yes.
Men ka say ye or only ye no. What about five you if you said ye your classes will be yasi. Degrees will be yasi. Metiwanya metipen ene former finance minister. Eno nti owura Kenufurata. Obi eso ye national security etimi fa sojafo ene police for without bench warrant and a court warrant. Ebu rani fie etwituo si ne maso. Say mon famine ko round ifie ho kohwa no wie no kwa. Na obi anka hwe. Na kosi ni monu ye be ndeng. And one day, when I'm chrome one, ya cheneke, ya chen on the quacosi, will be encouraged. Now, after the former finance minister, they've gone to the residence of the former governor of the Bank of Ghana. Let's say, no, see, and Kahoshi, Omode ba etienne sabiti studio abeta say obi agba urese no mo wa chechi security for nyina samon kwase dem god we hefa ya beche no without a court warrant yet me ko that days and the see a dark days say ebeba ejamenu mienu so the moment we decide to keep quiet dark days in beba but we are not going to keep quiet. Ghana, ye shareholders, ye equal shareholders, obi nya Ghana ni nche obi nso nche obi. Ye nyina be no yakasa. And this way I expect to say, but they say but the expectation were formed because society groups they will leave. Asofo no so a, enya asofo no mo ka say ye galamsey e Ghana etomonti ase no urafi. Tisi Franka say galamse bi kwaso ba bi tom enai ye Ghana fo di awadwoma o ma yedin koka o de kwai
say me kai say senior ka say parties and sem ni bi yeah but ye best Dr. China say sa open dogs any sa no maybe o ye no Unjai. Because ye be ya no see ye kasa. We will ask say ye investigating. Munkanche no say mpenifo ogu omu fin any boys we social media no. Munkanche Dr. China. Unim dia no peso ye say no akoshishe mpenifo chairman no mwachi behind general secretary to try to do certain things in here. Because some of us, yen position, party ni yen here. Inti ye kaya boswa sama yen suru because yen ko pacho se ema ye juma. Inti wa unim Dr. China. Kache me say, Miko ka me say, me tisu wa yebium, I will openly come, post evidence of normal oye.
Dr. China why because the work I mean said anti I said them the why benti udel why
sika bebre afa won saase a umu ho akonta also person your insurance ni no maybe. How do you want to do an insurance for party people? Say we insurance ni wie na fane say elections time
then say waka yeah
we sending the boys normal ye kan se ye nyai e kan no akọ Facebook on youth things ekoso Facebook say no
sa
enye fine
but ono a
o na nipa na oye no ono a na ye ne bibia ama no
okay
ti se ne a adwasafo kan nsem bi a ye ka se no ade a waye no enye no eye ono a he knows about it.
Me person any snappy we they don't go into there
no ena can say on calling those people correct. To order so that we shouldn't go to the public,
especially whereby we are national executive.
Yes,
ye toloswaba.
Yes,
and ameboa ye toloswaba wo Accra Sports Stadium.
Yes,
right, national treasurer Dr. China Jamina.
Yes,
Okay.
All
right.
Me pacho me mefa galamsey die no. Okay, say minister. Within 3 months, wetumi aye recruitment. Ama call for medicals. Within 3 months, etumi ako training. Within 3 months, etumi a pass it out. Within 3 months, omunko water guards. Na nyebia ombeko akogina o te se ball boys gina nsuo na no.
4 weeks.
Oh, say I'm being liberal. From January.
Omo minister da be na ehwe mu.
And American make the nyina aka.
Okay.
Ombeko akogina nsuo na na ekura senior ball boys ko gina nsuo na no ka se ma e had you to win to hwi wo.
Well, what's the blowers?
Inti at what point no be blow whistle no? Into be free bush wo edu ba bi o ko blow whistle no npa ko nya do ye me.
To galamsey.
Soldier for enhusu. Most of the AI. Now you say AI no be see. AI meaning so ultimate tenam
you know.
Nipa AI no.
Nipa na.
This is na papa lock.
Nipa na.
AI. They are all MPP.
Or share
World Youth Organizers.
Or share nanado anim. A disrespected no. The solution to work ni.
Yes.
Or say out of the 9 forest reserves now you destroy no. Waji 7. He's a liar. Oye kontomponi da brabani. Oye kontomponi. This is how the fraud will start. Gentlemen na oma wiase nyina free say Erasmus. Oma wiase nyina free say MPP and a moderator of Galamsey. I feel mobile so why never do. You were their campaign manager with information on Galamsey. You give them all the things for Galamsey. And then, I feel no matter 10 years where you are complaining. Kofi Bua. How many of the licenses now we see what we could and then was renew? How many of them? Or say all the licenses within the communities were revoked? It's not true. Some things change hand today, and some of them you said you will look at it again.
Aye.
As software now, Momo feel say you are righteous than Adai. Na mukasa bebre no. Mo feel say nsuo no say nsuo na munya ebeton ma mu church members monye bi aton.
Ayo. So me tu ebura.
Charismatic movement na mo feel say munko na mo hu Yesu da. Ba mu fie de mu bibia say no. Where are you? Christian Council. Kenashigbe. Na yesetina Chamber of Telecoms so. Data issues, call cuts, call drop. Inkofo luso omu data. Oko home to me nye hu hwe. Galamsey na odi echi because of the unya. Moya mu se mu be ye dede. On betra so ye dede ana makoji we echi. You think you are doing me? You think credibility? And this senior Honyo, so them is
senior Hosi.
You benefited from this government. You were on board. You did a lot of things because you wanted to do certain oil distribution. And you come and sit like a clean person. At my foot, you clean. And no abetransika. This Galamsey, a lot of Kofi Bua press conference anyway. Moving pick. Na nyebia moving pick to Galamsey wo.
Galamsey who conference wo.
I wanna go to where the thing is. Say mo awi any say MP no. He is a founder and creator of
Galamsey. So Galamsey. ama ehemfro kura twa su okay so confirmation wa was COP ya tiwa adodan kwa reassigned to the Interior Ministry as a technical advisor to the minister just hours after the new IGP announced her as the Director General of Research and Planning. It
what is half keep your enemies closer.
Yeah, keep your enemies closer. No, okay.
Because your sharp appointment now, yeah, baby, I will do school we need the no to me nyan wo ho enti pass all bet now there any ben ni hu there wo.
All right, babu for I want to be radio 5.9 Ghana nti na utie no high sense for omo date said every week bia no na promo bi ennamu we dey say we kitchen appliances and kwa promo na omo de abishim yo from 28th March to 8th April 28th March to 8th April say 10 days me pa chow kitchen appliances ne die enema bebree so utibe kola kwa pebi na wuje juices, toasters, sandwich makers, blenders, any food processor, kettle, water dispensers, enema bebree, microwaves, air fryers, steamers, vacuum cleaners, dishwashers, and enema bebree ewo hono ma gas cookers of course so ebi ewo hono monti mesre say 28th March to 8th April 2025. High sense for Eddie. High sense kitchen appliance promo. Abba. Or matitude the money say she. The whole Ghana. Baby the whole ma. Wash high sense for Omu India. It's make for high sense amount once again. Say when your stomach ulcer and a typhoid fever. Make for gastro mixture and Eddie amount. Gastro mixture kone kwa jibi na wo fever and stomach ulcer etimi etu asiamam menstrual plaques mixture so ema menstrual pains menstrual disorders no se ba wo so a wodro wo hia any menstrual plaques mixture and na prostaplax mixture so emema jonso yare yin bema wo sore wo da every 2 hours bia just okọ jonso every 2 hours bia just okọ jonso wo so da yara jonso edew okọ jonso ba da no so ultimate to aso asembe ni etipacho kole koje prostaplax mixture open to supu etua Repast Ventures Okashi Drug Lane Nana Boache Heba Tema Community 1 Market Ekus Pharmacy Ashaman Main Station House of Drugs Ewola Pass Ubitiba from 0248 778899 0248 778899 Tabia Takum a member nyina Supreme Court Judge ene Tabia Takum a member Appeals Court Judge ene Tabia Takum bema wo problem there drawing here any Tabia Takum 0243686861 0243686861 min chechrim unless e bia wonye bema we bema kwa dia esa wote ase ya hasid ma yedi enkomo messages and ba bebre no condemn government they say obi governor of the Bank of Ghana wodi wetima formally wetima invite no wetima troka ta command te say mu ye owura jogati ye no mo so mbeso mo ni di enkomo omoto mo sa frɛ no ma wokoi owie okwani baby obi an condemn ye beta ne se ba kwachi Professor Amia Kunfi akohyem makwachi wosono ba akohyem hwan bi na sa de ye besre emwa civilized society be no ma yes anima no especially where buy a depa call munim address wonwane wo ha mo chol krata say omra said November 4th kwa mbeso omra so beba obeba why go in this manner Rambo styling apologies to Kwaku Devru Rambo styling emwa na emre ye ninka so emre ye ninka so President Mahama the white president for 8 years no other president no president 4 years the most powerful man in the country powerful person in the country for 4 years adechi no other powerful biem what fear for 8 good years it President Mahama what tasty power what tasty normal life now what's about tasty power me pacho. It is incumbent on you, John Dramani Maham, as the President of the Republic. Say, some of this animalistic attitude, some of this animalistic attitude, as if we say, Ghana, we are going back to the state of nature, where the most powerful rules. Ubetim na okasa wo chi obi a chi obi atum. Ubetima chi obi atum. Na wo mu amochichi omu yi. O person ba kwa court a fa de ko. Sa mo sima bibi efe no owura mo sima wi. Mo certain prosecute o man. Na yenhwe but such crude method I think say people begin to be resisting them. Enti munya abotre. Mame esa ko Chris Wolo.
Yes, I mean they are coso sa basa ya uma woni mbra yetwa se omo de mbra ye adwuma omo mfa mbra ye adwuma na omo yesa na de se da wo kan ye no we de obi yankasa na no me ba ha me kan say so for be kan in the 18th century in say they came for the Jews.
Yes,
I did not say anything because I am not a Jew. They came for the Hitchens because I am not one. I did not speak. They came for the Protestants because I am not a Protestant. I did not speak. When they came for me, none was there to speak because everybody is gone. This is say you do you call. MPP party in penny for. Ya meso umu ana otewo hwe din a ya ba chechiri nimpa yi na akono na afi ebedu so no na obi ani ho until we must rise and speak against what is happening because some other than sa ade ye hu ahomte pa wo wiase e public crucifixion one public
mami read ade ni mami reading in full then I walk no was say first they came for the communists. And I did not speak out because I was not a communist.
Yes.
Then they came for the socialists. I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists. And I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. And I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me. And there was no one left to speak out for me.
So that is us. So one day they will come and nobody will be there to speak for anyone.
Yes.
Minia asambi media budget no ho adwendwen na.
Oh, ye bekoso.
Adam akoma so say. Insambi wo budget no ba akon. Policy ba akon a NDC for day ba. And say in the history of NDC, socialist party a omuntu be introduce any pro-poor social intervention program. For once, Oma introduce baako.
Is
sanitary pad for school children, for school girls.
Okay.
So better pad ede amankwala eko school, mabawa eko school, which is good intia. But let me remind them and remind Ghanaians. In 2014, NDC government in 2014 procured a World Bank loan to purchase sanitary pad for school girls. The project was managed by now Vice President, the then Minister of Education, Professor Jean Nana Opoku-Agyeman. From all the checks on various distribution of sanitary pads in 2014, 2015, and 2016, it was all done by NGOs and private entities.
Okay.
No evidence in any report or news portal that shows when, where, and how the said loan sanitary pad were distributed by the then government. The amateur budget say
but what can we do?
I am reading from a report.
Okay, our Parliamentary now.
No, a report from my Joy Online. Yes, that in 2014, NDC government EKG loan of $15 million US. Part of it, from Koto pad, yes, yeah, who says cano, yeah, who's our pardon? And see, and I can say, Minim baby, I chess our pardon. Minima Kala, only as our pardon nibi in 2014, 2015, 2016. Yenya who Aqualebia or say a buy pardon or chicha no, Minyabi. Na $15 million US so yes kaketwa says the cano ye hu it in nine say mo sign abeche nkwala a huge amount of 292.4 million Ghana cedis. I don't know the quarter pad, no. And also we require initial amount. What does it mean that more will come? Yeah, the quarter pad.
So we
are not against this.
Yeah,
one posh social intervention program by NDC. We are not against it. But yeah, kai say ya tibi pen. Yeah, who be that? $15 million US. Some of the quarter pad. Yeah, who be a pad ni be fine.
Na pad on beche the same.
Oh, sorry there. Anka yede capitation grants ekoi. Near the school koi. School books ekoi. Nanke de kan hama nkwala no. Nta anka a possible a doable.
My cat was a bit to part my bad.
No, would you young fan say?
There be some argument from what can say a bit better 12 school fees, it's a moon 12 fees. It is a say no one of the part of the man, my cousin between
what there was a bit on my year. On my year. 2020, 2014, 2015. And I watched about maintain Kuala Abusiafo na mama to minto pad. FM mono.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, problem. Menti yakaji loan. World Bank. And say there ashas
or more time.
2015, 2014, 2015, 2016. Ni yakaji sa loan. Sa ma no, sa time no mahama so bugana you.
Ain.
Ema Kuala part the crowd to mean top.
Yes.
Yeah, ba 2017 up to 2020. Yes, say. Yeah, but say about yes, I didn't be 2024. No, you see, yes, about Tobium. Into your quadris says again, so as I got top pad, as I teach Amanquala. Yentia, no more, ya Kai almost say, or my GB pain, or my actresses, Omuhakunta. The next one, as I were budget in a gold board. Meaning, this gold board, Ghana for Binuma Dream Call, scamming Ebaba Ghana, Yadrin Maso. Dia Ora, Samijan Fin, and ne Mahama buying Peso Yina, and say, or Betty Edumekua, a year abiding Brasho Munsemi say, want to mean town gold ma baby. Tisagana has to say, Oko Forest, baby, Abama Bimu lines up True Bank of Ghana, it's me talk good. Or say that say God Nina, Sabord never talk. Now Sabord no sooner be mount a boar. Into say Coco or qua or say 5,000 and 5,000. Now board Nina so member see now so yeah. One more NDC are buying NDC party. Omono oye gold de Jumadada. Omono waka omo Edward by good more. Galam say yes. And the waka omo no what they buy a good ball. And you're very dangerous because oil for good projects no ora abujinapo John Jinapan kase numutong say and no nebe save Ghana economy in terms of oil reserve.
Dear Labity John Jinapo no or would you dear war problem?
Now I don't know what you did.
See, November 30th, 2023. Gold for oil was nothing but a scam.
Okay.
John Jinapo.
On one.
Gold for oil was nothing but a scam.
Yes.
John Jinapo. Now, 18th March 2025, I fully endorse purchase of gold to stabilize CD.
The same double standard. And now, Mubaye, there are a budget team said, oil for gold program no. Yanfa Ghana sika na yede kwato gold no.
Dabi.
Amana ne fo no a epe gold no. Omo ankasa sika na yede to gold. Na yede ma omo na ton na reserve de bi enya yen oye na enya forex e wo ye ma mu.
Yeah.
Aba we yi say ono ankasa ate Ghana fo ye sika. Wajeje to na eto na yede hwe nkwala, yede twa kwan, yede bi tua nkwala school fees, yede bi hwe school feeding, yede hwe ye kanea, you know, wate sika no budget na oye ni na ye $290 billion US no. Emu 200 almost about 50% I could good for good board ho. Sa budget no ye nano already no. Almost 50% of the entire budget money is going to good board. Now one no says can no dey kwato good. Netia nyansasem ene anansasem. Ghana for good aye dia. What but to gold a would you ankasa yesika na would ato ankasa yade na wi a wasa ankasa wa koton na wan ya ho faso. What is scamming more than this? God na ye Ghana mra we Ghana say all the mineral resources we Ghana is for Ghanaians and it's in the name of Ghana. so gold na ya dada enti sa wo koton a sa wo je si me nchen a wo je na obi a obaji sa gold na ho fa so no ona odi ne sika beje me gold ana enti sa
yes
what did you Ghana for sika I wo consolidated fund sa sika no ena wo ka yiye mu almost $300 billion na wo de akoto gold na wo koton no wanya ho fa so ansana wo de niye benya no wo de abatu Ghana for futum who does this
the man is aye hu kra de say Scalomo and trading Ghana cities.
Dallas.
Scalomo a quote to so my dedicated to no gold board no in dollars. Which means the Ghana dollar the Ghana cities echo
dollars.
Near their master midget fee or fanco.
No fan to gold.
It will the whole Ghana day so far Sabidjan fee pet and the $1 a chain will be say fatu na gold bar what the ato. Tio the Ghana cities are quarter dollars. I must have the visa of to gold. No, the to gold Vivia. No, I said the crab amon aqua cotton dollars. No, I said their back. Hey, Namamu Baby.
Million.
The first near you say, the cities at gold in our Ghana. In the Sana pressure and Magana. Yeah, cities and also, and dollars and also. Now the gold, no, aquaman on it. Say they could change it for oil. Etiano no in fact yen saka na sika e fa nkope dollars but se say die frakadam anopani ye calculation bi Chris wonu say sika na dia ma sami jamfi no Ghana yese obeti bank a wo hia 400 million Ghana cedis yes. Sami jamfi sika na dia ma na calculate ye no obetimi dia at 11 banks
yes.
Meanwhile
$230
million. Meanwhile, John Mahama's president is a water bank ama emano $51 million for them 51 million Ghana cedis. 100 million. What mean the bank?
It show their priority.
Yes.
The priority is not there. Adeba konsoa.
Yeah, but one
year. Rebecca Hwasam na middleman we see from 2012. And omode bibie budget line ebe share mo yefa na judgment debt. From 2012 na ke bi ni ya budget line mu. Budget template no ade da o. Nti wo ba wo project awaye na wo de na wo di hihim. There was no line for judgment debt.
Dabi.
And this ababesi super from 2009. Owura Mills etsoa besi so no mo start introduce judgment debt. And so from 2010, 11, 12 out to 15, 16, you know, and our more judgment debt. And even we could use it, Capudio, Edema, or ya, or what you mean. Yeah. And the MPP are buying, no. Or who say, a quanya, a buying Juma for name Crawford Faso at the Bogana Chrono. And the judgment debt was not part of any MPP budget. You're dedicating money for judgment debt. It's only when you come and you prove your case, then contingency fund will be there to cater for this. When you preempt it, that made for many asem, made for intimacy cabin to her, and your clear show say you create bibiato, now your feature assembly, MPNDs are buying a creative almost about something million Ghana cedis. Sikapudo Ketsepan or the Akoto was a Baomes. Obi the yabakwa court ye be for ne di for ekokotwa na kasa SK into man kasa fetire no mo de Ghana akwa court no man kasa ebu Ghana for
argument bi say
exactly so
argument bi start wo social media and I think say na hesi ogiri and was in a sense kawin omu gina de be so basis be no mutibi twa sense kan
for projection
I feel you me e be di boni obi di e be court no de court so e be di for scan so e be di for any twa to ti fa e tia and na omo researcher Musa Dankwa say oh sa na tie na mana na hesi ogiri mre mfi say bank we na sia ideal finance o say jomo license amo mako court na say my court say it was illegal was it don't forget to say ideal finance omo akọ court no court say illegal enti no ideal finance will betimi akọ court biem say compensation and I'm saying one man nice hint ideal finance owner no wɔne President Mahama ɛkɔ nakrana
Union Bank so bɛkɔ
ɛno nti no wama hint sɛ ɛwon bɛtena sɛ no makyekye 617 million Ghana cedis eti wo ID finance wo de kase Ghana ya bɔ wo ka 120 million and 150 million wo de buy ya de chinya ne etua ma and that's what is going on
exactly nso wo kaya ora Dominican Yene o converting no one of the issue MPP members on the committee a boss so pa a conflict of interest cases ya no ankasa ya lawyer edema sa nkrofo no ede Ghana ban akokot no sisi ono abay attorney general o kogina mu atia sa company no etia Ghana na sese and that is exactly what we are presumed to be happening nti ade a clear sign say tetisikadie na yasan ide yes su bio ye boko so ahu sa ohawo yi a because there's no good sign from their side so meboa me Ghana yesika sam na ide etumi atoto yi nti sanity last point American one sama em say wombre ne call ye this dismissal
okay
nkrofo ye yi o modie wa adwumem na se de ye ka no ye de yobi ya fanye o ebedu so NDC party creating monster in their minds and that monster is gradually hunting them omo promise youth uba ebe mu adwuma okay omo national organizer is it akamba or say NDC ba won't be certificate you buy ya ebe mu adwuma enti with the hope is adwuma no wo ho enti ya ba ba mu ya de ba mamu ana mo ba ba mu bo hu say abaye adwuma ye mfa ne saa ye de nhyehyɛ to ho wo kɔ interview wo de wo krata ba na wo hu say utumi ikɔ interview na efatawa ansa de adwuma na ma NDC ba de hu say saa na tie no na wo mo nkrofo so ɛbɔ mo ho adwa na wo mo tete won ahomete na mo de akate saa bru squad no because in their minds omo ho be won for mo mfa nti saa de ye nkate bru squad so mun ko gunso so na ye wi etietie o mo kan kratiska ebe kulu won hwe actually 2-3 months you will see these people this brew gas coming out demonstrating and demanding for their monthly salary
if so enya gold ni people dey out
when you gold no they will come out and demand for their money one friend na esikuma say match of for mobilize o terrorist Ghanaians ya to aba o mu police station by police station ya promise o mu say ya ba mu a ya ba mu adwuma no win certificate obetumi aye now the reality has done on them no cry aba ne say so won qualify ya won tumi adwuma nti MPP fo mrantia ne Ghana fo mrantia ma ye adwuma akosu kita krata mo adwuma mu no achise ye omadi an ye benya kwan ne ye de mo abadan ye de mebe wura that is why just dismiss us because what they show budget me say this year there will not be any public sector recruitment there's a freeze on recruitment and in the books there's no recruitment because yan fa bibia anto ha ma say ye be nti woni ska wo de be fa djuma for the only thing you can do is to sack people so that there will be space and recruit people that is why they are doing this nti wo yi nwa ayafo odwum dada na wo de bi mu abeshem wo yi adwuma kwesiko na ogina nkwantia na abaya wa promise 24-hour economy wo nkyeremu na ne se Ghana fo mabu no pa adwuma eni ntina wo 24-hour economy ba no na wo 24-hour economy ba wo ba ye no obi afa binom adwumam wo se adwuma baako nimpa miensa betumi aye wo ba ye no madwuma ma me wo me nimpa baako enka atu wo kafa wo mpetu ni bre na me ye adwuma me abanya ma me contract te me ye adwuma from anapa 8 to 5 na wo se wo dabi se adwuma no wo botumi aye me de aba me ye from anapa 8 o'clock ye bo 2 a me nkofie na nka me kofie na wo de wunimpa na wo ne ba nso abede abetua so anajo wabo no atua koso na nka waye wo hu kotokun fa kuruwa nhyem na wo hu nani so nti eno nti obi bia ya fa na adwumem ti sa dia wo kan sa papa ya na ocha de wo Legon ono ankasa BBC eye report e fa no ho say mmaba woni bi eba nanimu a ono o demand sex for grade o demand say ono wo be dance ya ma grade no Mahama ehu sa papai so ye yansani onim membu obehu adwuma mo ntotoye e ma odina akoto Shepherds Authority say onhwe ho eninti ono atumi anya tumi ayi nkrofo almost 30 edi say omunfi adwuma no mu enko na obi a mark ways am so kra o demand sex ena ni obamu adwuma
ayo
say o mark o pipa kra o demand sex ena ni obamu adwuma
stronger than appetite
Shepherds board me ba no
say the card
me bon pay mama say nyame be yi mu afi mu because dia o mark ways am so o demand sex
all right
na ni obafu adwuma
me da secretary breaking news bi abana yenu asentro ni baako okatechi Afrifa Mensa okatechi Afrifa Mensa na se start project bi efe no is it for the records ana yeah udisini make waves pa e wo magana me no ka say menya ne ntia so kotro exam afen wa points wo kofi national security for action no e wo no I think say achimota kwa su baby Okosko yeah lower gempa etimeno ka say okatechi Afrifa Mensa yeah what the host for the records meno ka say few minutes ago national security for editing tente action wo Kingsby achimota Kingsby beside honoma obi ani baby kra omode Afrifa Mensa eko etino that's the breaking news out there say okatechi Afrifa Mensa meno ka say ye kan wo Ghana nti say ya che no national security for editing tente from game park Chilo Kingsby baby ko modern ko di yinim so modern ko abone so wa yenso a yinim it we are monitoring the system the kaka cho say quotation me read first no obo ba jiu for no e be che obo bi ankasa because so onye jiu ni o oba chi roman for so e say ya menyi roman ni o edru say e be che ono no ni a chi obi agum it will be a bank bia ma no oyonko da no da yantra ma o marry enkofo bi for man no enye lomum obi ani ho wo so che o ma Ghana mra ye ka jo sebe god na Asare-Bediako ma ye bone na sebe bone kwa ma ye ma police enfrɛ me ko makotwo benum asem yes an why bone nyam nya adoma edwoada ana kina ya wo bra court ye do court no problem because obi so nchemra but mo use such brutish methods atete kwa asem ya we atwamu Rambo styling arrested everybody because okatechi Afrifa for the past 3 weeks and some work a public education what the Emma said the was shanko phone crying sunshine education war ye all the program so no mujisa motwa daddy. I think say you are making me more popular because buntibi nkono I just said be na modern queen modern to table so na modern and you say ye beku na atwa wuti mo antwade ti na dia nyame ado cham say dam be yi no sama nko Okatechi Afrifa na dia ena mu akama anya de mo ye no because mu yi ne be say pa obeye west mu yi ne ba you are rather emboldening him obi anim de why
be pa no why
program but taking off air
hu nimpa omugina TV so e kan sama kese egum penifo ho fi
so far on the program no obi atem
ye didi nkrofo atem etwa ahemfo atem e kan ntro sam dugu nimpa so e ogrum ha yanti bi in the year for almost 8 years ye hu nimpa obi a otumi kura tumi ko tu police car so nimpa no kura ye jano attorney general court Ako file no prosecutor. I will draw all the cases against these such people. We set it up on one studio. Can some as guaranteed by the Constitution of the Republic. Or can some no ya catching because one can be a man or boyechi or can in someone moye etia in impact sumasano or can identity machino. And how much in egumo and or maybe I say bia and I bet say judges 4 time na you to make catch judge for ekunkum na dwo ekum esie wo no that is the time we are
on radio.
I just say bia ka mu declare say obi afia otibia no you should deem yourself say who are under house arrest because mo ba chie gina de kwakoguma e ho no be ye ma e be broso it is a mu declare obi afia say ofie na wotimu no wo dan na wo hyemu no e cells it is shame who say you are the house arrest. Quicker, yeah, boy.
Mahama is the hope.
Sir.
This is the hope. Okoyo, Wanko, Yenina. You will be Stone Boy say, Nanwe, no walk off our bar.
Wow, did you?
But illegal dismissal. Obia now nam a friend anano dean sanoma. I think na say ahoya wom. Obi governance ne ahoya. Say ene modern day. And I blame Ghana Journalists Association or president.
So why then?
Why then? We have say or Kankrofona or Mutagi Nanado say he can end your friend is saying Galamsey.
Okay.
Yes. By how many times no I press conference? President Enya 4 different opportunities. Public speaking on kan Galamsey who asemda. On kan welfare who illegal dismissal on kan who asemda. On see the other samba mo journalists. Mo say nanado time no mo use word be moment of silence. Say culture of silence. It says why are you people not talking? Kwesi Pratt as say we are employee. Our Aaron's team Emma vice president who unka say bium.
Just so your employee.
No, Aaron's boy.
Okay, fine.
Or your Aaron's boy. Ne ba ne employee.
Aha, ne ba no.
Ne ba and the employee.
I'm a Pratt, yes.
Or no, your Aaron's boy. Koye we. And no way. Munyina mo way. Journalists. Mo say mo president Nanado or a tyrant. MPP government for they are uncultured people, they are wicked people. They created a culture of silence. We endured Kevin Taylor's insults, went further insulting chiefs. There were chiefs who were supporting Kevin Taylor and almost would them. There were pastors who were doing that. Now, just 3 months. And wash our arrest us.
Want to me radio.
Oh, and a podcast na fena bibriba. A fena bibriba. A fena bibriba. This mentias say any chichi obi aye. Chichi obi a say one
Want to me radio.
National security boss.
Former police officer be.
And omu new brand NIB. Say papa penimu a wo ma e wo yire for 8 years uda ufia no obi anim kra say wote ho ne
radio.
You are creating fear and panic. Obiba life. Because of when you started tracing ache.
Oh, ache.
Once onim say now post video be a guy be dinechi or say so ya musa sa guy no. Yes, so I'm saying say sa guy no ye nyina enko social media ni posting the picture. He knows where he is. No can kire Ghana for say sikana ye de man no say otumi arrest akwetichi a ye de be man no be kire Ghana for. Why do we do this?
I know national security has been aligned to the Ministry of Interior.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's Honorable Muntaka aware and involved in this, a lawmaker. I doubt.
I will say Busano.
Because in spite of ye ni baby ye di ni panic. This time Ghana baby ye do no. Sadia na Lawrence Aban soldier Aban they abo mumu nda omo di bone a no mo tete Ghana fo a no mo to revolutionary song revolutionary song revolution has come and stay revolution and this outmoded culture atwomu apa ho no civilized country will pamper such kind of character nimpa akosuku esuanyansa esuanimde ena omudi sade echi na yakachire obi without giving him a charge without telling him what his offenses are won chan no bonia wodi say dia de na waye ntia anadwumu a wudidi na chia na wakachire anadwo say why dey the law says that anybody detained or arrested immediately must be given out to the police and state the reason why we detaining no into much check it Jeffrey fa onam wakachon in sonhwe wi a law abiding person onam okone baabi na machi na akwose baabi a yenim baabi a modene ko onim bone a waye na modene kwose ho without any charge and any offense no. What is the meaning of this? So we have interior minister also national security issues. Yes or no? So what is asemiya? Ya person immediately obetren yen say eyampa na yampa ya che no bone be ne wadi ne fom so ne say ye de ne kwa he fa no wo he fa no katachie efiri fa ohwo because oyo obi ba oyo obi abusuani oyo he kra wo aguna nti de oye no mane ye na dwen say wa kanimpa baako we so bi mu a so nimpa no ono so wo abusua enuanom ne adofo nti wukusu ya opamo be ohuni bebebra nti yesra no pa se dia minim no from afar me hwe ne nyama ye oye no if indeed national security is under him and he is in charge of national security we are calling on him to act lawfully on fan the 90 from no nya dwuma embrama no kwan na wa mana obi answer onu mutake ni minyam. If that Dakpa is in charge of national security and now he is director of operations special operations na special operation
what
is
so special about
special operation is about
violating somebody's rights so what is so special about ube violating penmubi rights
right and then a special operation and this is drawback Ghana for Saturday chom Saturday na basabasa ye no ye say etwam nti de ye godo ye wode akosa afen de nim gwase kra maye. That is why NDC is now crying that international market is not looking up to your faces. IMF is not looking up to their faces. These are some of the reasons. When you plug the country into such uncivilized way of governance, that is the reason, that is the result. Result everybody say obeya menedu baby no afi Ghana obe classify yen as outmoded, unreasonable, uncultured people because we don't follow law. We don't rule people by law. Say mbra no ada ho ne mfa nya adwuma. Obi asori a and I am say national security no first national security what is obi national security kura you will be surprised.
Yeah.
So obi so you national security you will be surprised. I did my masters in national security. Obi to me gina ekwan ho no or national security you are not even aware. And there you to me the etu omukom and now the go tanam na I am a national security officer. When you display to people that you are national security officer, do you know the implication? What's that?
How do you able to do your
work? Yes. How do you know the implication? You've put yourself into trouble, into unnecessary security implications. What the others are run with you? Ebi mukita side arm, national security. To me display side arm. Where? On my bend yes I did. And then it was your more side. And I'm more than chrome. And we not the child or your national security. Where? Far from others.
All right. So the news I make that say empedifo bi so I budget some more call security offices no bi so more call NIB. E bi so more call national security so ankasa. E bi so more call CID. na ɔmo akɔhwɛ sɛ wɔ hɔ a anaasɛ hɔ ankasa no ɔmo ɛde ɛba ɔmo kɔtwɛn no akɔkɔdi akyire busa sɛ hefa no wɔ I think say Honorable Muntaka Mubarak who na woyɛ interior minister with responsibility over national security deɛ yɛ teteɛ ne sɛ national security for afa okatachi afrifa mensa anwummere okoye mistake ɛwɔ gempa yɛsɛ ɔdam kwa so ɛkɔ baabi na ɔmo national security for bi akye no ɛyɛ no krese match na mufa state of Mabontin say okatachi afrifa wa Ghana ni wo mromra so adi bi ne yate de pese ye hu no ndi hu nkɔbɔ eti wo ye ho na na busuafo ɛna ba se mo keep quiet my tension build up or mind more what a breach national security it's your best Mr. Ghana ni bill holma was a chamber Nana Kufuado immediate past president of the Republic of Ghana why ya bibi na se Ghana mra was say police for and national security for friend no omubusa na no asem if you do it within the confines of the law obi nkasa. But the moment say mobile abuse brand we will talk because we are national security coordinator kwa won so nche will be in Ghana for. And don't forget to say 4 months ago na mo ye in course ordinary Ghanaians zone John Bahama for 8 years now what to position after testing power for 4 years and then nyamia sai wadom over be testing power for the next 4 years. After 4 years time you come back to the normal say the power beam it's your best. This is not the time for me to show where power lies. Power na go pompe the power na go pompe and the power into no mesre baby amode ko monchre na the lawyer for embra ho ansa na money na kasa menyan karepapa no mu issue statement say mwafa no ana momfa no na gara for entiase na dumremene kwaku say crunchy si du do na fe kuka ebedi enkomo Chris Atta also ye former parliamentary candidate for Aguna West ono so ebeka me ho ene anwumre masa ebimo eka ho ene Mr Santi emoso eka ho Billy eka ho ne fasida kese ema Krejo Kweku general manager and of course MPP Ashanti regional chairman Bedal Kwame Nchubu Esiakon edo na fe no chairman wontumi yeda wase ye fa bi god Asare-Bediako nyame adoma e chanopa news ni nyina no mu hyaye ewo kokude ru program e fe no movement in the morning na yedi enkomo. Good night.